Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll feel it. You'll know when you want to smoke. Probably want to smoke now, but...
I always want to smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Dreams. On toast.
Welcome back to another episode of Dreams on Toast. Thank you very much to anyone who tuned in on the last episode. We appreciate it very much. My name is Seth and I'm your host. And joining me on the sofa is my co-host, Emilie Orr.
Hi, I'm Emily.
Hi, Emily.
And I am the co-host.
All right, before we get started, I've got something I need to read out.
Okay.
So,
Scrambled ball of paper.
this, Nick's apology letter. Dear Nick.
Aww.
Basically, I'm sorry. You never had to buy your way into this podcast. In fact, to get the record straight, you were coerced by me. Yours sincerely, me, a.k.a. FS Shove It.
FS Shove It. Oh, I'm so glad that the name's continuing.
So hopefully that just clears everything up. Nick didn't have to
Oh, that's really cute.
buy his way in.
For anyone that's stuck with us through that brilliant opening to our podcast,
You should take the lead now.
let's change topics
All
to
right, Emily's taking over.
the dream elephant.
Fired. Oh, the dream elephant, yeah.
Because this week, Seth, it's your turn to pick
Okay, I won't look.
a topic.
Hopefully I don't get the same one as last time.
Have a look. Don't
Don't
show
tell
me. I don't know why that part's so important.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah?
Yeah. We'll just keep it for later.
It's good that you can read your own writing.
Welcome back. Were you going to do it?
I was about to go, so Seth, because we've realised that I cannot remember any of the things I'm meant to be asking during this podcast.
What do you mean? It's all
I'm
natural.
a terrible host. It's all what?
It's all natural.
It's all natural. I already said I couldn't read your handwriting.
There is no notes down there.
No.
Emily?
I'm just staring at the floor.
They're all just random crap anyway.
I can't read them, so I don't know why I'm looking at them.
Yeah.
But
They're not for
turns
you.
out, as a host,
You need your own notes.
I'm not great. I need my own notes. I
And
need to
we've
come up with
figured
my
out
own ideas.
that you shouldn't eat before podcasts because it makes you anxious.
It made me so anxious.
Wow.
The first 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes of this podcast, I felt
Just makes me sleepy.
uneasy.
Just
Yeah,
makes me sleepy.
food comas. I don't mind that after a heavy meal.
Yeah.
This is not enjoyable.
Well, anyway, welcome back to the show. I went for 3 wheeze. We had to go because I needed a wee so bad. I just need so many wheeze.
You do, but you have a reason behind that. Can we
Yeah,
talk
I
about
do
it?
have a condition, yeah.
And what's the cause of that condition?
But that doesn't mean just because I have a bladder condition that you shouldn't hire me for acting gigs because I can still act well.
He can hold it
I can
for a
hold it.
surprisingly long time. He doesn't drink any water
I just don't drink
for
any water.
3 days leading up to the show.
That is literally my tactic.
I know.
Yeah.
It worries me.
But here, I just like to cane the coffee, so...
Yeah, and the toilet's close by. And we
toilet's
can
close by.
edit the wheeze out of the podcast, so it's fine.
Yeah, you can leave whenever you need to.
So, Seth, tell me. What have you been up to?
How natural was
I'm
that?
so natural.
Such
I
a
don't think I was an actor.
Yeah, I know. What have I been up to? Linda and I, we went down to see my family for about 4 days back in Cambridgeshire. Yeah.
And how was that?
It was all right. It's just, it was nice. It is really nice. I love to see my grandparents and stuff. I've still got my grandparents, which is great. So it's nice, but I think I chose to go at the wrong week. We were launching the show.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I double booked myself. I really shouldn't have booked to go down there and see everyone because everyone's got to take time. Like my dad's got to take a bit of time off and stuff and be around. And I shouldn't have done it because, we had the show going on. So as soon as I got there, I was like, look, I'm going to be really rude and I'm going to be on my phone all the time.
So you left Linda with your family
Yeah.
and went off to converse with me and Nick.
She wasn't happy about that much.
Yeah, I bet she was.
She gets on with my family fine.
Yeah.
But it's anything, isn't it? It's like being left with people who are not your family.
I am a sociable person. I can chat easily with anyone, and I still would struggle to be left alone with a partner's family if I didn't know them really well.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, oh, see ya. You do the entertaining. So I was really rude. And
I can't imagine putting Linda in that position.
we had a bit of a Barney about it.
Oh, did you?
Well, yeah. And it was my fault, really.
So many apologies on this show today.
It's my entire life is apologies. Saying sorry for this. I just get too in my... Like, I'm a thoughtful person, but I do get too in my own head. And I'm like, oh, I'm doing this.
Yeah, you're pretty... I was going to say all or nothing, but you're not nothing. You're all the time.
Yeah.
You're constantly going. I need so much rest. It's ridiculous. I do one thing in a day and I have to go and have a lay down. And
I just don't do it.
Yeah, you just have so many projects on the go and just go non-stop. I don't know how. Well, partly I know how. Because Linda, you've got Linda there.
Linda
She's
helps.
a brilliant partner who helps with the things that...
But I think if Linda wasn't around, it'd be even more extreme.
Yeah,
Like,
but you'd have no clean clothes.
I'd have no clean
And
clothes.
probably be really skinny from lack of nourishment.
No, I'd be fatter because I'd be eating...
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't have like a regular meal time. I'd
Yeah.
be getting more takeaways. I'd be doing stuff like that. You know, she does give me structure. And she also says, like, you need to chill out sometimes.
Yeah. She's really helpful in that aspect. That's why I've been...
I
Needing
like
myself
doing
later.
stuff. I really do. I hate... Well, I don't know. I have a lot of ideas. And I just want to make them all work. But, sometimes, I shouldn't have gone away at least. I shouldn't have gone away this week. And I just focused on getting the podcast out and just said, look, sorry, guys. I've double booked.
Do you think that you... Let's therapise this.
Okay, we're therapizing it, yeah.
Do you think you struggle to sit with your own thoughts and feelings and emotions, and that's why you're constantly on the move? Obviously, like you said as well, there's the whole having lots of things you're coming up with, but do you think that's a part of it?
I don't know. I've thought about this a lot. And...
Thought about this when? When have you had the time to think about this?
I just feel like I'm wasting time sometimes.
If you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
So when you rest, you don't feel like it's a good thing because you're
Sometimes I love
getting
it.
energy back.
Sometimes I love it. Sometimes I really do. When I've sort of been either told to or I've just gone, oh, I've got nothing to do today. And then, like, I might sometimes get up in the morning and I'll have a day where I don't actually have to do anything. So I'll put on a documentary or something.
Yeah.
And then I will get into the chill. And I'll be all right with it. But a lot of the time I'm just go. And then all of a sudden I've got, like this month in my diary it says, because last year was mental. Like it was so hectic. I had so many things going on. And then this year I was like, if you look in my calendar, it says chill for the entirety of January. But now on top of the chill is like
Podcast.
edit, headshots, this, like acting job, this. And I'm just like, oh, I just couldn't do it,
So most people I know that are a bit like us, I'm going to just diagnose you with ADHD.
All right.
So
Everyone else seems to.
yeah, I'm on the end of struggling to do things. I freeze a lot. I end up stuck just at home in my room, not able to really complete much. But most people tend to be all or nothing, and the people that are all have a big crash at the end of it. But I've never seen you have the big crash. When will that be?
Don't know.
Do you think it will be, or this is just something you can keep up forever?
I don't know. I think it would have happened if, like I said, I don't have someone about who says we're going to have dinner at this time and you're going to then chill and switch off.
Yeah.
Because I very rarely, like if I'm sitting down after dinner, I don't just stay up all night. Like I tried it the other night. I was like, I'm going to go and make some music now. And Linda was like, no, you're not. You've got 10 minutes.
I love that.
And this
Start the timer, go.
This is at midnight. No, it was 10 to 12. And she was like, at 12 o'clock, you're getting into bed. And I was like, okay, Linda.
Also, because your little music studio is in your bedroom. So poor Linda, trying to sleep.
Yeah.
Just listening to a continuous loop.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And a harmonica.
was
It's not
just-
what you want.
Well, I was just going to make some electronic music. And then Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, like crashes wise, I think yesterday was a crash for me,
Yeah.
but that lasted a day.
Oh,
I think
you
that
felt
was-
bad, didn't you, yesterday?
Yeah, I felt like everything I'm doing is everything I've ever done or do is shit.
Yeah.
That's just a lot of self-doubt, and that can come sometimes where I just feel like everything I've ever done is absolute dog turd.
Yeah, I feel like that most of the time about you.
About me, yeah.
About me. The stuff you do, I think, is sick. You're really talented. But
So,
I have
yeah.
that imposter. Thank you. I have that. Just say thank you. Accept the compliment. I've been learning this.
Yeah.
But I have that imposter syndrome all the time. So even things. The podcast is a big thing to be doing, and to be putting yourself out there in front of people, just talking shit with your mate. I'm thinking, it's boring. People aren't going to watch this. People are going to judge me, the way I look, the way I act, all these things, which might be quite true, but I see them in the most negative way possible rather than just, it was helpful. You said, look, we're just having fun, and that's the most important part of it. And I was like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter
We're just doing what we
what
normally
happens with this as long as we're
would.
enjoying it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what it is, I suppose.
But it's hard.
I know what imposter syndrome's like. It's like
Yeah.
I have it with everything, and I even have like now I can drive. I have my own car. I have a driving license.
You have it with driving.
I have it with driving.
So when you're driving along, you're just like, I can't drive, what am I doing?
I was driving down the motorway at 70, not at 90. I was driving down the
I thought you were going
motorway.
to say at night, so you just
No.
put your foot in it there.
No, at 70, and then I was like, "Do I deserve this license?" You know, I'm a good driver, but
Okay, so you had it. It was about your self-worth of it. Like,
no,
I don't deserve to be a
it was like I'm
driver.
faking it. I was like, someday someone's going to find out that I don't actually deserve to have this license, and they're going to take it away from me.
The DVLA occasionally just check up on someone. You're not worthy of
Yeah.
this driving license.
They don't, do they? They
No.
say you have to have a stroke or something for them to be like, "We're going to reassess you."
Yeah.
It's
Or
rare. It's like-
drive under the influence or something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you do something that breaks the law,
make
but
you
I
lose
mean,
your license.
like if you don't do anything that, I don't do anything that breaks the law. You know, I mean, you could always accidentally hit someone.
I was driving at night. 70. I never do anything that breaks the law.
Driving at night isn't illegal.
No, 90. You
Oh,
know.
at 90. Driving at night is illegal.
Yeah, you can't drive it. What was I saying? Oh, that I wanted to put my headphones in.
That's
All my
kilometres,
housemates. Huh?
Kilometres, right?
Yes,
Yeah, 90
kilometres
kilometres.
an hour, which is in miles per hour.
About 40.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
So you actually, that's also not okay. Do not drive at 40 miles per hour on the motorway,
Down the
either.
motorway.
It's also not a good move.
But I was going down the motorway and like around the M25 and that, there's just not enough places to pee.
Yeah,
There's not enough services. So I'd gone 20 plus miles
yeah,
with no services, and I just had to hard shoulder it.
yeah.
And it was an emergency. So whatever that sign says, no stopping unless it's emergency, it was.
So can we talk a bit about the bladder stuff on the podcast?
Yeah. Like over the years, I've found it really hard just to go for a wee standing up like men do. And then,
I love that it's like that. Men.
like men
What
do.
even are men? Air quotes.
Yeah, well, men do. And then, because I'm a man, and then like I would squat down. So if I got caught having a wee a lot of the time, it looks like I'm doing a poo. Because if you're a girl, it's like, oh, she's just having a wee. So they always squat. But men only squat when they're pooping, but not me. I squat to wee sometimes to like hurry the process along. And then, yeah, I've been caught and people are like, oh my God, you're pooing. I'm like, I'm not pooing. I'm just having a wee. It's fine. Yeah, not good, not
Yeah,
good.
it's not ideal. Even though you'd think that nature is the natural place for us to go and do those things.
Talking about
People
going to the
don't like
toilet,
it.
my dream, do you want to know?
Yeah.
My special magic dream
Oh,
was-
you're getting out? Okay.
Yeah, because it
Seth,
goes in well with this.
Please now, can you reveal
What the
to
magic
me
dream was.
your magic elephant dream?
Poop dream.
No way.
That's why.
Ah. Did you pick that on purpose?
Poop
somehow.
dream. No, you can look at my writing as well. I started out with a B, so it would have been boop dream. But then I've turned it into a P. So yeah,
Poop
poop dream.
Tell me.
Have I ever pooped?
In your
It's
dream.
probably a poop, like you just poop, don't you?
Is this like a pooing in your dream, or like you wake up and
Yeah, I can't remember specifically, but obviously there's dreams, you know, a lot of the time when I need to poo in a dream,
yeah,
the dream's not entirely, I'm just desperately trying to find somewhere to poo. And then
yeah.
I wake up and I'm like, oh, I've got to go poop. I luckily don't poo myself very often in my
That's
dreams. Or ever, really.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that healthy?
One area is working down there.
One area is... I don't even wee myself. I'm just in incredible pain like I am right now.
I do wee myself.
Yeah.
I actually have damaged myself a bit from using, and occasionally, not lots, but yeah.
Well, I think if you
jump
have vaginal genitalia, that
Vulva.
you're more like a vulva. Vulva. You're more likely to... you're a bit more likely to do a little wee, aren't you?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think so. I think, like, especially, like women who have had children,
Yeah.
they often will... that's what panty liners are for. But they're never marketed for men, are they?
Panty liners are for people who have had children or done too many drugs,
many
in their
drugs.
lifetime.
Yeah.
I keep them in business.
You could be both.
You could be both,
Then
yeah.
you're doubly fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just peeing everywhere. I've got to pee right now. I'm really sorry.
Go on. We've talked about it too much.
Yeah.
At Bournemouth train station, in the gentlemen's toilets, they do in fact have available panty liners. for
In the men's?
gentlemen.
In the men's.
With a little prostate awareness sticker thing. So they've started
So-
providing that as a service. So I thought,
Oh, wow.
So progressive.
That is really
It is.
progressive.
Bournemouth.
progressive,
Come to
yeah.
Bournemouth. We are very progressive here.
it's a liberal, progressive place if you're in the right bit.
Yeah.
I saw my first glory
I
hole
haven't
the other
worked
day.
out which bit. Really?
I've never seen a glory
Yeah.
hole. Well, I
Where?
guess because I use the...
It was actually at a train station. Again, it was when I was on holidays in Czech, but there was one in there.
Czech has so much to offer.
I know. You should all go. We're going to
Yeah.
go for 2 months.
Who thought you could improve the tourist destination, if that's the word, right?
Yeah, it was
Of your
fantastic.
country just by getting a hole saw.
I know. I couldn't. And they just sort of left it, which was neat. There was one on the other side, and they'd glued that up. But then someone had obviously come and done another one on the other side.
Do they have any, like, instructions next to them or
No, there's just a phone number.
how to? Just a phone number?
Yeah, there's a phone
Is there?
number. Yeah. So I presume you just call that number
Wow.
and then say, I'm going to be there in 20. Meet me there.
Brilliant.
Awesome, isn't it? I've never seen
Yeah.
one before.
I was saying this, but I obviously have used...
Don't.
I don't think they have them in women's toilets.
Just a slit where you push your vag through. Or a big one, like a really big one, where you put your whole arse through, and then
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
just mop.
Yeah, but the problem with
goes
those
underneath.
is then when you sat having a wee, you just look through the wall at the person on the other side.
Yeah, I was doing a really big poop, and then I noticed it after when I was like, I'd finished up, and I was like, I did all my wiping activity in front of that hole. So if someone was there,
Anyone was watching?
yeah, they weren't, which was really good. Yeah,
But you
yeah,
have.
that I know of.
That is a strange kind of voyeurism right there.
Yeah, that is weird, isn't it? But people do get off on stuff like that, don't they? Watching people poo and doing anything, really.
Yeah, 1 girl, 2 cups, 2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh, I found out
that.
recently that was false.
Fake. Good. Thank God.
Yeah, it was not real.
Good.
1 man, 1 jar, though, apparently is real.
Yeah, God.
That was real.
horrible.
Yeah. Because men do. They take it. They're like, oh, I'm going to do that. You got to put this jar up my arse. It's going to be really good. And then women are like, no, we're going to fake it because we look hot and like, why do we need to put poo in our mouths? But this will be like one of the most viral videos ever.
How long into this podcast before we start talking about porn?
10 seconds.
It's about, it's similar.
About the same as
similar
last
length
time.
as
My
last
grandparents
time,
said, where can we watch your new podcast? I was like, you cannot. You can't watch it, I'm afraid. And then they were like, why not? Why not? I was like, I just talk about things that you don't want to know about. And then my grandma was like, she didn't even question it after that. She just went, oh, okay. Yeah.
She's like, I remember the vagina wrapped up in carrier bags.
No, that was my mum.
No, I know, but she might have told her about it.
Different mums.
Different mums.
Yeah, it's my dad's mum.
Different mums.
Yeah, my mum's dead now.
Yeah, same. And my mum. Just wanted to one-up you.
You always do it.
Unlucky.
Whenever we talk about
win.
things like that, you're like, my mum's dead.
Yeah, I love to bring up dead mum jokes to make people really uncomfortable because what's the point otherwise?
I was talking about Lovely Valentine's Day earlier, which, all right, could be seen as like just a money trap, like created by the
Consumerism.
card. Yeah, consumerism.
Yeah.
But you can have a really nice time without being consumerist and just like celebrating your love. I know you should do it all year round, but there is. It gives you a good allotted day where you can go and do something really romantic. And then you were like, my mum died on Valentine's Day. And I was like, now Valentine's Day is fucked for me forever.
Yeah, well, she ruined it for us all. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to ruin it for everyone else as well.
Yeah, Linda's going to be like, well, let's go do something well, you don't go for a picnic, do you, in February already? But
So you're not going to be able to celebrate Valentine's Day because you're going to think of the fact that my mum died on Valentine's Day.
yes.
What a true friend
Oh,
you are.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Well, I'd just be plagued with images of little Emily when she was 5
Yeah.
or 4.
5, yeah.
5, barbaric age, and then like being like, oh, no more mum.
Yeah.
That's dark.
It was so long ago though, I'm over it now,
Well, you bring it up all the time.
Not over it at all. All right, sorry. I won't talk about it anymore.
Get it sorted. Jesus, there's like counselling.
I bring it up all the time via humour, so I really have not worked through this.
You live in England. All you've got to do is sign up, and then in 2 years you'll get counselling.
I did get some counselling.
Oh, you did?
They gave me CBT, and I was like, how they can't give me the
CBD.
CBD, yeah, which they could probably. Yeah, they gave me CBT, which is not really like talking therapy about things in the past. It's like doing action things
Sport.
to just sign up to a sports club and
Just do
cured.
badminton. Anytime you
Yeah.
want to kill yourself, do badminton.
Squash got me through a bad time.
I think, yeah. Do you think if you're an aggressive person, you should play squash or you shouldn't?
Shouldn't.
But that might be the way that you deal, that might be, do you know what, I'm fucking aggressive.
Well, you
and
should, because maybe you'd be really good at it.
Yeah, and maybe you just get all your aggression out there. And then when you go home, you don't throw things at the wall.
I thought you were going to be like, you don't commit
But
domestic violence.
Well, yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Ever.
Go play squash
Go
instead.
play squash. Big
But-
advocate of squash.
Have you ever been hit by a squash ball when playing squash?
I've never played it properly. We used to go in there when I was a wee Barbie and smash the ball about a bit
Yeah.
when I was a kid, yeah, but we never played.
My
I've never played any sports, man. Look at me. Did I tell you the football
You were
story?
so skinny. Recovery.
That's
We were
true.
both slimmer than this before we got clean and stopped using drugs and instead used food to numb ourselves.
I was actually really skinny growing up.
Yeah, you were really skinny. I've seen pictures.
I'm not good at sports though. My friend once, right? They were missing out. They didn't have enough people to play on their football team that day. So my friend called me up, and I was staying with my dad for the weekend. My dad took me on the weekends, and my friend called me up. His name was Tom Harvey. He lived on my estate, and he said, "We need an extra people to come play football. We need extra people." And I was like, "Oh, I don't have any boots." And my dad was like, "Look, I'll buy you the boots as long as you promise to play football. You're going to keep playing." And I was like, "Yes, Dad, I'm going to play every day after school now. That'll be me. I'm football now. That's
Yeah. Next
who
big
I am.
venture.
That's who I am is
Yeah.
football." And he was like, "Okay, fair enough, stick to it." So I went, played football. I think a lot of the time I was running the wrong way, and I just shouted a lot.
By the wrong way.
I was like, pass it, kick it, yeah, pass it. And I just didn't really know. I didn't know who
Headbutt
was
the
on.
ball.
Yeah. I was like, ref, when
Nothing's happening.
Nothing was happening. I was like, that's a foul. Because I just watched occasionally people watching football on TV.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's what you do.
So you were like what a spectator would be like if they were spectating on the pitch?
Running up and down the sides,
yeah.
doing nothing, and then just trying to get in the way. And I was probably I didn't know where I was supposed to be or stand or anything like that. So, yeah, I played this game, and at the end, you have a little sit-down with the coach, and the coach said to the team, he said, we're going to need people next week. I was thinking, I'm fucking signed here. I'm football now. And then he said, if you guys can ask your friends and try and bring a friend, that would really help us out. And the coach turned around to Tom Harvey, the guy who brought me, and said, not you, Tom. You don't bring anyone. In front of all of us. And then it took me a minute to work it out. And I was like, oh, we're going to go to football next week. And then Tom just sort of looked at me and I was like, oh, that's what that meant. I'm not good at this.
Oh,
and
you
I
really
never
gave it your all.
And then I think I used my football boots just to tap dance.
Oh, an even better reason.
Yeah, no, because they go,
Yeah.
they're really clickety clackety.
Yeah, nice.
So I just was like, I know what I can be better at though, showing off, doing stupid performing stuff.
Yeah, if you can't play football, dance.
Not that tap dancing is stupid. I think if anyone does anything like that, it's awesome.
I thought I could tap dance as a kid,
Same, man, I couldn't.
but never had any lessons.
Do you reckon that's just a thing that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So at school dances, you know, everyone at school dances would be really embarrassed and nervous to dance.
Yeah.
I would get up there on that floor and start tap dancing my heart out, like so hard. I went in so hard with tap dancing. It's so embarrassing.
That's so good. I love the stuff we're getting on. You know, the talent shows at school and things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Oh,
I thought I could tap dance.
So I just realised I kind of lied because, in a sense, I did have one time tap dancing instructions because when I was about 6 at school, we did a play, a
From the
dance
book.
thing,
Yeah.
and I was a tap dancer in it with these other 2 girls, and we had these canes and these top hats, and doing tap dancing. My dad's got a video of it. I can't find it. I need to find it because then we did this bit and we do that, and I just smacked the girl next to me in the mouth, like full on in her face. I
That's
fully
so good.
smacked her with this cane, but I had no idea, so I just carried on dancing.
But
Tap
she's
dancing
bleeding
next to her,
and
and she's literally like crying.
Oh,
and
can we find that?
I need to find it.
Can we put it on the
because it's
podcast if we find it?
Yeah, if we
Yeah.
find it, 100%, it can go on the podcast.
Amazing.
It's so good.
Do you remember? Oh, well, no, not do you remember? You weren't at my school.
I remember.
Do you remember? So there was a talent show one year, and I'd figured out that if you put 2 magnets, one on top of the table and one underneath the table,
Yeah.
that you can move it, and it looks like magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clever.
So I set up. I was like, I'm ready for talent show, and I got a table, put a sheet over it.
Yeah.
And then put a magnet on top, got under the table, and then moved this magnet around for about 10 to 15 minutes, yeah? No one can see it. It's so far away from everyone that not even the front row could see this magnet
brilliant.
moving on top. And then one of the teachers, I think it might have been the headmaster or the deputy head, just came up and came under the sheet and was like, you got to come out now. And then I had to go and sit back down and nobody clapped. And I was thinking...
Like, you should have got 1 clap at least for effort. But they
Yeah.
must have all thought you were doing a magic trick where you were disappearing and that you thought they couldn't see you climbing under the table.
Well, I tried to do it like that. And now I'm gone. And I watched the magic thing.
The sheet thing.
Or did
drop
I
it
like,
on.
or did I kind of like have my head above and I was like, ooh.
I hope it was that, because that would have been great.
I think after that I was racked with so much embarrassment that I just couldn't.
Turn to drugs.
Yeah, just turned to drugs.
Yeah,
I used to
Harvey.
try and do so much weird stuff at school. Like I knew someone at the time. My stepdad was a really good drawer, and I think I was in like year 3 or 4. And I was like, "Can you draw me this butterfly?" And I'm going to go into school and say it's mine.
It's yours, yeah.
And he was like, "They're just going to know." And he drew this insane butterfly. It was like really detailed biro work. And I took it in, and they were just like, "What? You didn't draw this?" I was like, "Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was me."
Did they make you prove it?
Huh?
Did they make you prove it?
I was like,
draw it now. Draw it again.
She said, "Can you do me a drawing now?" And I was like, "I'm really tired."
I injured my finger.
I was like, "It took me ages to draw this one."
Yeah. Have you not seen this one?
Have
I'm
you not seen how
knackered.
good this one
It's taken 3 months.
I was like, "You can't just come out with this creativity on the spot." Throughout my life, I've tried to lie and cheat through it. Even as like got a bit older, I went to do photography GCSEs, right?
Yeah.
At college, so not at school, at college. So I would have been about 18. I took in a picture that I'd found at my dad's house. And I said I took it, yeah, which was like this once in a lifetime shot that somebody had obviously set up at, you know, when they run with the balls in Spain.
Run with the bulls.
Yeah, you know, they like let a ball go in Spain, and then they all run. They're in the like villages in Spain. It's like a holiday.
It's not like the cheese thing.
No, it's literally called running with the balls, and they let a ball go. I think they tie its balls up.
Bull.
A ball.
I thought you meant a ball, like a bouncy ball.
No.
Everyone's just chasing
Like
a football. Or something. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
A bull. Yeah, a bull.
Yeah.
A male cow.
I was going to say it's not female. Is
A
it?
male cow, part of the cattle family, a bull, yeah?
Yeah.
So they let them go, in Spain,
Yeah.
and they run through the streets. So anyway, someone had obviously set up this fantastic camera shot where they'd set up the camera and got out of the way.
And
then
taking a picture of the people in the street with the bull.
of a bull tripping. So the bull had tripped and it was going towards the camera, and it was like a once in a lifetime shot, absolutely fantastic. And I went in and said I took it, and then I freaked out. And he goes, "Where did you get this from?" I was like, "Well, I didn't actually take it, but my dad's housemate did." And it was just a lie. I think it was like cut out of a magazine.
It's like a really famous shot by
Yeah.
everyone
It was like a
knows.
really famous thing that someone had just had printed off, and it was at my dad's because it was a cool picture. And I'm just such a mug. I'm like such an idiot.
Took some balls though, didn't it?
Took some...
So bad.
Jesus Christ, dad jokes o'clock.
Yeah, you got to fit some dad jokes in there. That one was for you, Dad.
Yeah.
I didn't warn my family about not watching this podcast. I was like, yeah, watch it. I didn't
watch
say
it.
that I talk about porn and...
Yeah, but I think like that's like my parents can watch it, but my grandparents, I'm a bit like, oh, not them.
I just
I think they
realised
still think I'm kind of cute.
you can do no wrong in grandparents' eyes. That is a fact.
Yes and no.
I'm saying this with someone who's got no grandparents.
My grandparents
all
are pretty
dead.
young. Like my family's quite
Let me
young,
bring
aren't
that.
they? So
Yeah.
like my grandma, I'm not going to say how old she is, but she's
Just
not old.
quickly, I do have No, I have like more step grandparents than is possible.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, I have a lot. So I take it back. I've got grandparents.
Yeah.
And I can do no wrong in their eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like the
Have you tried to
star
push it?
child. No. I guess I was a raging drug addict, went to rehab.
Do they know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apart from one of them's forgot. She's got dementia though, so.
Yeah, my grandma keeps offering. My grandma knows. I don't know whether she. We don't really discuss the drugs, but we did discuss that I was an alcoholic,
Yeah.
and that. So,
How did that go? How did it go?
Fine.
Yeah.
I went and got sorted out, and that's what. When I came out, my grandma was like, "So you're all good now?
Yeah.
You're all fixed."
So have a beer.
So
chill
well,
out.
my grandma's. So now you can just have a glass of wine and you'll be fine. But my grandma keeps getting these 0% Guinnesses.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, but-
Oh, Ms. Norris.
Yeah, that means it's 5 o'clock.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's fine. It
Sorry,
just
the
turns off.
snake's light just turned off.
Yeah,
That's
it turns
Ms.
off
Norris.
5
so
o'clock every
just
day.
checking in.
Yeah.
Continue.
Oh, yeah, so she keeps buying me 0% alcohol, and I just don't want them.
No, because you have to be careful, don't you, with 0% alcohol because it.
Well, I think if I just had them, then like
True.
later on, I'd be like, that
have
wasn't
an
good. I'm
actual-
going to go and get the real stuff, and then back down a bad path. So I just don't. I just stay away from it all.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't really care for alcohol much, but I really enjoy 0% Guinness.
Yeah,
It's not, and I didn't used to really drink Guinness in my life,
yeah.
so it doesn't matter now that it has no alcohol
Well, I
in
did,
it.
but not to get drunk. But it's delicious.
Because it's
drink, isn't it?
delicious, right?
Yeah.
So it's actually a decent. If you're looking for a non-alcoholic drink, 0% Guinness is my favourite. If they had a non-alcoholic version of red wine, that would be dangerous for me.
But even when I
I
was drinking, I
love
stopped
red
drinking
wine.
Guinness. They do have a non-alcoholic version of red wine.
Don't tell me that.
All right. Well, yeah, I think they do.
Mugs
Well,
of
just stay away from it.
fake red wine on the next podcast.
But yeah, it's got fish in it, hasn't it? Guinness, fish oil,
So you can't have it if you're vegan.
or vegetarian. Not even just vegan, vegetarian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why has it got fish oil in it?
Don't know, flavour, I suppose. It's like a good hearty sea fellow drink.
Yeah, true.
Well, actually, it's
like
Irish, isn't it? It's
sardine dipped
Irish,
in it.
so that was the wrong accent. But
Guinness is Irish, yeah.
Guinness is Irish. Yeah, but I did like a country boy farmer.
Dorset.
Have a Guinness. Yeah. When I should have gone, have a Guinness. Well, no, I shouldn't have done anything.
Getting back onto the topic of dreams.
Oh, okay.
'cause I forgot what this podcast was about.
Dreams.
I'm just going to effortlessly flow into the next question. that I
Okay,
was
very
meant to
good.
ask
Very
you.
good job. Very
It
professional.
was so good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't
Fantastic
not
work,
clunky at all. What kind of sleep routine do you have, Seth?
Christ.
It's just the kind of host I'm going to be. All right.
What kind
Giving
of...
it my best.
And up on the board, we have bingo. Well, I don't know. What's the... that was
Two
a
fat
game-
ladies, 88.
Two fat... No, I was trying to do a game show thing.
Oh.
Anyway, wow, we should do a little game show segment.
Yeah, we should.
What sleep rituals do I have? So I just really, really struggle to sleep with no sound.
Yeah.
And that, you were asking me earlier that you were like, oh, so, do you have to keep busy to like, because you don't want to deal with your feelings and emotions. In the day, I don't feel like that's the case, but at night, I run away from my feelings and emotions by listening to stuff. Because my mind just goes to horrible, horrible places and doesn't leave me alone. It'll be picking up like, I was telling that obviously going back to that story about me doing and embarrassing myself in the talent show with the magnets.
Yeah.
Like my brain will bring up stuff like that and be like, you're a
Yeah.
worthless piece of shit.
Yeah. Remember when you were 3 years old
Yeah.
and you couldn't read?
Yeah, exactly.
Shame on you.
Yeah, remember when you were 5 and you made a joke that wasn't funny?
Yeah.
Well, I do that now.
You knock that girl's front teeth out with a cane whilst tap
I
dancing.
literally get on stage and make jokes that aren't funny now, and I'm not embarrassed about that.
No, good. Shouldn't be.
Mm.
It's more embarrassing if you don't try at things.
Oh, wait. Yes, I have a ritual. I use these.
So, Seth, is there anything at night time that you listen to while
sound.
sleeping?
I listen to audiobooks usually, but
Okay.
this is what I wear. Does that look cool?
Oh, it looks so good. You're going to go do some yoga.
Do I?
I don't know. Is it yoga that they wear those?
Well, I typed in on the internet because you can do that. I looked up sleep headphones.
Yeah.
And this is what it came up with. But it also says you can do it for sport. And I was like, that's crazy, isn't it? You can do it to really relax, or you can do it the extreme opposite.
Yeah, because it is like a sports. Actually, that would be really good for things like running because I sweat profusely.
Yeah.
So my earbuds get all sweaty,
Yeah.
and you don't really want something in your ears whilst you're running.
It's like a mullet. This is like a mullet, right?
I'm
Because
so grown out then.
yours is good though, but like this is like a mullet because it's like party up like this. It's like let's do sport.
Party up top.
Let's do sport. Let's do running, and then it's like time for sleep,
Yeah.
and it works both ways.
So wait, which way do you wear it for sport?
Up,
And then
down for sleep. Yeah, or you can do it on planes. I did it when we stayed at my girlfriend's mum's house because I was like, my brain was going crazy. Yeah, it wouldn't leave me alone.
so it's got this. We haven't really described it much. It plays sounds.
Play sounds
through it.
but it's Bluetooth connected.
Yeah.
It connects to your phone. The only thing is these can hurt a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't look the most comfortable.
It's way more comfortable than having headphones,
What brand is it?
though. I don't know.
Well, how do we plug it if you don't know the brand?
I don't want to plug it. I think there's probably better ones
We'll
out
put
there.
the link to Amazon up if you want something that you don't
We're not
mind.
gonna do that.
It's not the best and it hurts a bit. Just all right, we're not doing that.
We're not doing it. But they are a good idea. I mean, it would be nicer if I could just fall asleep, and that's probably some kind of therapy, I suppose. Well, what do you do?
I've got such a unhealthy nighttime routine. So when I was younger, it was really drilled into me not to like watch TV and stuff when I'm going to bed. I'd read a book because I was an obsessive book reader as a child, and I'd fall asleep reading a book or just whatever. I'd always have to be distracting. Obviously, I couldn't sit with my own brain. And then I just got into a really bad habit of every time I go to bed, I drink a cup of tea in bed, like literally just before I'm going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So that's probably not a good thing.
Same, and I just get up 10 times.
Yeah, my nighttime meds make me really hungry. So I eat shit. I drink tea, eat shit in bed whilst watching something and half playing on my phone. All the things to avoid the thoughts inside my
the
head.
scary thoughts. That's
As
when
it
they
gets
come.
darker outside, it becomes darker inside.
Yeah, and I'll just
it's-
get up and...
Yeah, full distraction mode. So I'll do that. I'll be in bed, eating crap, drinking tea, watching TV whilst like half playing on my phone or my new Game Boy thing. And I do that until my meds kick in and I start really falling asleep, and then I fall asleep. And it's because I'm currently at a time in my life where I'm alone at night time.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm in bed if I'm seeing someone or with someone and I go to sleep with someone in the bed with me, I can fall asleep fine.
Well, I thought that. And I could for the first 6 months.
Oh, okay. So it only works for a little bit.
Yeah, it only works for a while. And you're like, this is so nice. I'm getting so many endorphins off of this. I can feel bums pressed up against me.
I'm
But-
not going to get a girlfriend then. That was the only reason.
Well, you can have just do a 6 months.
Sleep better at night. Yeah, and then swap to a
And then
different
swap
one.
to a new
and
one.
then would it work with them, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. That's my life advice.
If
For
anyone
good sleep,
fancies just a 6-month non-committal
a sleep
study
ship,
with me.
sleep ship,
Sleep ship, yeah.
a sleepation ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll swap to someone else. No bad feelings.
You could
but-
get in like a circle of people who like to do that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't need to be someone I'm intimate with. Just sleeping in bed with anyone does help me.
It's like the nice
To
cuddling.
sleep.
But then
Yeah.
after 6 months, we still cuddle sometimes, but sometimes it's just too hot and,
Yeah.
whereas before I would suffer it. When you're first in a relationship, you just suffer it.
Like sweating.
Yeah, even if it's the middle of summer, it's like,
arms dead.
this is what love is, this is nice.
Yeah.
And then, like, after a while, you're like, it stinks of farts in here. Yeah.
I don't know what it's like waking up in a room with a man, though. Well, I do, obviously. I've slept in beds with men.
Yeah.
But it's not so smelly in a female relationship.
Well, Linda lifts the quilt up to fart and I don't.
See? Manners.
She's got manners.
You just... What is it called?
Dutch oven.
Yeah.
Don't know why a Dutch oven. I suppose because it's like the cooking pot.
You check oven, huh?
A Czech oven hat. Yeah. But now I've started to listen to audiobooks at night. It's so much better.
Yeah, right. So that's what I was going to ask, because I put on, as I'm falling asleep, I literally have my laptop next to my head playing something, but it needs to be a show that I'm not so interested in that I'm going to really concentrate, but is interesting enough to distract my brain for me to fall asleep, if that makes sense. Like, I have to be distracted enough to fall asleep. If I'm too into it, then I'm not going to fall asleep because I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
So... Oh, yeah, well, you've already answered it. I don't know, I've gone off on a tangent there. So you listen to audiobooks and that...
Audiobooks is really good because then you create in the image in your head. And so you shut your eyes, you've got this
Yeah.
image in your head. It's really nice, much better than having the blue light from the screen and stuff.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
much
it's
better.
still probably not great. It's still better just to go to sleep
Yeah.
without it. But at the moment, I can't do that, so I listen to audiobooks.
I think if I exercised and ate well and did all those things that not most human beings can do, it's really difficult, but that some people can do, I'd probably fall asleep much easier.
Yeah, I think
I don't wear myself out enough.
I don't know. I think even if I'm absolutely exhausted,
You still have it going
I
in your
still
brain.
my brain just doesn't like to leave me be.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So I don't know how to figure that one out.
What is the ideal... my leg's getting dead. Oh, my God, it's got really dead.
Do sports, stand up, do some star jumps.
No.
You can do them like this.
Because I'll do one and it'll be embarrassing how... The camera only goes upstairs, we've just got your penis
If I break,
about.
nice penis.
We were discussing the size of Seth's penis in relation to this. What did you call it? This
Jasper.
cactus. No, but you said that your dad gave you all his.
Oh, his phallic-shaped cactuses. Yeah, my dad works from home, and he said that the people at work have been taking the mickey out of him because he just has phallic-shaped plants around. And I said to him, I was like, you need to tell him to fuck off because it's 2025. You can have whatever shaped plants you want.
You can.
Yeah, you can have
You can
penis
have-
plants.
Yeah, vagina plants.
Whatever you need. Bumhole plants.
Yeah.
Anything. Just tell him to fuck right off. I'd be like, you're just not... and I was sad. I wish my dad could have kept the phallicness. But he didn't like it anyway. It might have just been an internal thing as well.
Yeah, as a man of his generation, maybe.
He's not... My dad's pretty young.
He is really young.
He's
He's like my age.
49. So, yeah. Had me when he was 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see? I saw in the news earlier. There's an Italian village. It's just like I was thinking about Bournemouth and where we live. Well, no, we don't live in Bournemouth. We just spent time
Wherever we live.
in Bournemouth.
Next to Dogshit Park.
Next.
No! You have to edit out. We'll bleep it.
It's like the crisis kind of thing. So there's no... Because I wish there was like a full comedy store here. Like I wish there was a comedy shop, like a comedy club that was going all the time. Because that'd be really nice. There's a few comedy nights and, fair respect to everyone who does them out there. That's dedication to do it because it's like not easy, is it, to like try and bring in a crowd every week. But I think it'd be really cool to have a designated comedy club in Bournemouth. So someone should start one. I'd love that.
Not you. You've got enough projects at the moment.
Nah.
Linda!
And zero capital.
Seth's thinking of...
But there's loads
Zero capital.
There's loads of empty buildings in Bournemouth. Absolutely loads.
Yeah.
Like there's an epidemic of closed shops and stuff. Which would be you don't need to have well, you probably need to have quite good acoustics and stuff, but you can work that out.
Yeah, and you could set it up cheaply to begin with, but within Bournemouth, there's loads of empty buildings and properties, but there's like the highest rate of homelessness, isn't there? And
Yeah, I'm not bothered about that. I just want a comedy club.
Steph's allowed. Only if you've been homeless, you can comment on things
That's
like that.
the worst. It's like, I just want things for the arts, dear. You know, people are on the streets because they choose to be.
Yeah, they're just not creative enough.
They're not creative enough. You know, live on the street, use that to create a comedy routine, then come and at least spend a few hours indoors at the comedy club that's going to open. A couple of dry hours.
You've solved the crisis in Bournemouth.
Fuck me, I surprise myself every day. I'm like
Wait.
Gandhi.
Gandhi's flip-flop, what's that?
Oh.
Seth. No.
It wasn't directed at you.
The smell.
No, I don't. I'm actually like a bed of roses. Linda finds it very strange that my boxers never smell, ever. Even after like a hard day of me.
Sitting down talking into a microphone.
Yeah, writing jokes, writing songs. All that stressful, hard labour that I get up to. Back-breaking work. Oh, my poor allotment.
Oh, your allotment,
Yeah. Linda went up there yesterday and did loads of work, like 5 hours worth of work.
She's the one grafting.
I was really moody yesterday.
I was going to say something grim.
What?
I was just going to be like, that's why she's got...
That's why she's got the smelly underwear.
I was going to say smelly knickers and it just sounded really wrong in my head.
Smelly knickers.
You started talking about Italy.
Oh,
at the start of that.
yeah. So I saw it in the news. Well, yeah, because all this... Well, there's loads of crises around everywhere, isn't there? Bloody wars and all sorts.
World is
but
ending.
this made me... This was sad, but made me funny. Made me funny. Made me laugh.
It made you funny.
It didn't make me funny. That's a bloody job. Yeah, right. So there's a village in Italy or a town, and the mayor has come out recently and has banned people from getting sick.
Good.
Yeah, no.
Fed up with it.
Too many people getting sick.
All these ill people.
Yeah.
Sort it out.
And it was clickbait, really, because I was like, what?
Yeah.
How can you get away with that? I was like, that is a very... what's the word? What's the bloody word? It's gone out of my mind. You know when one person rules with an iron fist?
Diplomatic.
Dictator.
Dictator. Not diplomatic.
I was like, that's diplomatic. Totally the opposite, but it got me there.
I tried to give you a word because I always get words wrong.
Yeah, I know.
Always.
But it got me there, though, didn't it? It's a diplomatic dictatorship.
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah, I thought, that's very dictatorish. And it turns out that actually the mayor's taking the piss because he's like been to the higher up government and said, health services in crisis. Yeah. And then he's gone, well, no one's helping us. To his people, it's gone out to the townsfolk and been like, no one's helping us, so basically don't get sick. Which I think is so hilarious. I like that. A bit of comedy.
I was going to say he's a better comedian than...
Definitely
us.
a better comedian than me, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Don't know about you. You need to get out and do some stand-up.
I need to do some stand-up. Yeah, I haven't done any. I don't know what I'd talk about.
Life.
Like, how do you get your material for...
Just
shows?
stupid stuff that I see in life. And in myself.
So it is from experience.
Oh, yeah, for me.
Oh, yeah, yours are quite often like stories from the past.
Stories.
Which is good. That's a good way of doing it. I don't really have many. I'll have to look. I'll have to have a think.
Stories.
Try and write something, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to think of a way to write you in to turn this into... Because I want to do this in a live show scene.
Yeah. Well, take it to one of the...
Fringes.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But yeah, we'll see.
Edinburgh,
We'll work on it.
If you want us. Second podcast in.
And don't just look at this. Don't just look at this because this is not what it's going to be.
This is terrible.
It's going to be. It's going to be worked on. It's going to be a show.
We'd get a bit of more of an outline of that one. You wouldn't just hand me some really badly scribbled notes 10 seconds before the start of the show.
Well, write your own notes.
Do
you know what I mean?
Step up, don't I?
Right.
I will. I rely too much on Seth to take care of everything because, like we discussed, you do everything and you have a Linda, whereas I'm just trying so hard to get my clothes clean and remember to eat every day.
Then why aren't they?
Huh? That's what I mean. I'm failing miserably at it.
So just sack off all the looking after yourself stuff.
Yeah,
Stop brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
Stop even thinking about washing your clothes and just write material.
Write. just sit at home and write.
Yeah, that's
And you'll
it.
see me on the next podcast looking like completely dishevelled.
Grey.
Yeah, hair falling out.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe a bit skinnier. That would be nice. I wouldn't mind that part.
More twitchy, that.
Yeah, yeah. More anxious.
More anxious.
Throwing this coin around,
Yeah.
juggling.
Well, I feel really good. Well, I didn't say I feel good about myself. If I get some work done and then I don't show it to anyone, I'm like, oh, that's good. I got some work. So I wrote some jokes or something. Then I can feel a
Yeah.
bit, it helps me, feel like I've done something.
Well, yeah, a sense of accomplishment is important, isn't it?
Yeah, I've really got a wee.
I'll go.
Sorry.
Okay.
Is there anything in the media that you want to see at the minute? Because I've seen some I want to watch. That's what I'm only asking you so I can say about what I want to watch.
Yeah, I can tell. Seth just waits for me to stop talking so he can talk. Go on, tell me what you want to watch. Seth, is there anything in the media currently that you
That's
wanna
like, when
watch?
kids go, I really like pops, I really like ice cream.
Yeah, yeah.
I really love it. And you're like, all right, that's nice to know.
Or when someone gives you a compliment and you can tell that they're just waiting for you to compliment them back about something.
Well, like if they've had their hair cut and they go, I love your hair.
And they're like, oh, your hair looks nice
And
today.
you've done nothing with
Your hair
it.
looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and mine's like
Yeah.
this.
I just shave mine now.
Yeah, you're lucky. I think I might shave mine at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe when we're not podcasting for a little bit, just in case I hate it.
But you
Or
can
I'll
get a
just be
hat.
on here wearing a hat, every day.
Well, I always wear a
until
hat.
it grows back.
I wear a hat because I went grey at the age of 11 or 12. I will get back to what I want to watch.
I was just
in the
about to
cinema.
say, we're so good at asking a question and then going in a completely different direction.
Anyway, I went grey at 12.
Yeah, I think that's pretty sick.
Do you know what I used to do though? I was at school. People used to go, "You got grey hairs," and I was like, "No, I don't. I was painting fence at weekend." And
So at school, they just thought you were doing some sort of child labour every weekend. Painting fences silver.
I don't think anyone fell for it.
But why were they? Why would the fences be grey?
Well, I had to think on the spot. And I was like, I've got
Yeah.
paint in my hair. I was like, it's paint. I was painting fences, doing that stuff. I was like out there grafting and that.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Yeah,
I'm
what were you
sucking
doing?
on your
Watching-
mum's tits. That's all you do, pal. I'm out there labouring.
With that comeback, there's nothing they could say.
They could chin you.
Yeah, they could.
Give you a classic Glasgow kiss, even though I grew up in Cambridge. Cambridgeshire. Anyway.
Cambridge chin.
So yeah, I went grey. So I thought, oh sweet. I was like, I hated it for years, and then when I went fully grey, I was like, people started. It came in fashion, didn't it? Dyeing your hair silver.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, about 10 years ago. No, maybe a little less. But yeah.
Yeah. So
Still now, some people.
Yeah. So people were like, oh, I have to dye my hair to get it to look like yours, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Born
mate,
with it.
grew this myself.
Yeah.
And then I was like, sweet, I'm not going to go bald because I'm grey now. I was like, that's it, locked in. I'm going to have all this luscious hair.
Is that like a known fact?
Well, it was one that I made up for myself.
Oh, right, because you're going bald.
I'm going bald now.
Yeah, not so much though. I can't tell.
Can you not?
No,
If it's longer, I think you can. Maybe it's come back.
maybe.
It's like, look.
Like a bit round here, but not obviously, I don't think.
Not that bad.
No. You
Still
could just grow
doable?
your hair longer and just, do the comb over.
Comb over backwards. That
Yeah.
would be.
Oh, yeah. Just slick it back.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'll do it with you. I want to wear my hair slicked back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't be asked to grow it anymore. I mean, I grew it out before, and I just look bad.
I like the look of people that have facial hair and a bald head.
Yeah, the facial hair is to hide the chin, weak chin.
Give it hair.
I don't think you have a weak
I've
cin.
got a really weak chin.
We had this discussion.
Let's not talk
before.
about it on every podcast where people are going to
So
look
what
at my
I want to
chin.
watch
Don't
in the
look.
cinema is
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Nosferatu.
Oh, yeah, right, what is it?
So Nosferatu was an old film. I think it was probably a book to start with.
And what language
vampires.
is that? Nosferatu?
Words.
Done your research on this one.
Words. It's about a vampire.
Cool.
Yeah. It's meant to be really cool.
I'm interested.
I'm into
What
it.
What was this meant to be? One of the OG vampires?
Yeah. I think so.
Because you know who the OG
Or
vampire
before Vlad
is?
the Impaler.
Before who's the main vampire?
Vlad the Impaler was the start.
Yeah, Vlad the Impaler, who had his
Elizabeth Bathory, you're going to talk about.
What? Yeah, but what's she called? Camilla.
Camilla Parker Bowles.
I don't even know what that is. I'm really bad with names.
She's married to the king.
She's married to...
Is that right? Camilla Parker Bowles.
Are you looking at me?
I need to ask Melinda. Linda's watched The Whole
I
Crown.
believe.
Melinda.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about someone called Melinda.
Linda.
Marlinda.
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 Yeah, Camilla Parker Bowles is married to the king.
Well, this is not her. I don't think she was the original vampire. No,
No, not the king, sorry. Married to, maybe the king.
What's he called again?
Prince Charles.
Prince Charles.
No, well, King Charles.
King
King
Charles.
Charles.
I can't, because
No
in my
longer
head
a
he's
prince.
Prince Charles. I
Yeah.
can't get his name if I just say King.
Very big ears.
The one who was married to Diana and then had an affair with Camilla Parker Bowles.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
nice.
Allegedly.
Not nice.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I think it's pretty well known now. There's like a whole
Let's get him on
series
here.
about
Let's
it.
ask him. See if he sweats.
King Charles. Is this treason? King Charles, come on here and talk about Camilla Parker Bowles.
Yeah. But back to the topic we were talking about. So hard to stay on topic, isn't it? Original vampire was Camilla. Lesbian vampire.
Oh, the original lesbian vampire.
No, she was the original vampire. And she
Ever?
was lesbian. Ever. That's what Katira told me.
I don't think so.
Katira, if you lie to me, no, I think she's true. She's like really into all the gothic stuff and knows her shit about vampires. We call her a vampire because she only comes out at night.
Well, she doesn't.
drinks
She
blood.
works for the NHS
Oh, shh.
in the
Can't
day.
give away all this information.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Might be able to.
The NHS is a massive operation.
That's where she gets her blood.
Oh, now we know she works at the NHS. We're going to go to the NHS. We're going to have
And
loads of
ask
people
for
lining up
Katira.
outside the NHS.
Yeah.
It's like multiple
right.
buildings everywhere.
But that's where she gets her blood. from.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. No, right. Okay, Nick,
Yes.
tech guy, please could you look up and see if Camilla was out there before? Who is it? Vlad the Impaler? Was he
So
meant to
I'm
be
just,
the original?
to be clear, I'm polluting my search history with lesbian vampires. Is
Yes.
that what we're going for?
Why would you want
Is
to pollute
that-
it with anything
well,
else?
Quite.
If you
I'm
Google
wondering,
lesbian
though.
vampires, you're going to be getting a lot of stuff for weeks.
Yeah, there was a
but
film, wasn't there?
Camilla.
Camilla, I don't know how it's spelled.
Does it mean that you're an ethical vampire then? And
What if you're a
how
lesbian
long?
vampire?
How often do you need to drink blood to like survive as a vampire?
Don't know.
I'll ask
And how
Katira.
much? And how
Find
much
out.
do you need?
I'm not a vampire.
I mean, if you go off
because I'm a
Lestat,
lesbian, you can't
not Lestat.
assume.
Well, no, but I'm just thinking, if you were a lesbian vampire, would you be able to do it without necessarily,
you
biting
mean
someone?
drinking periods?
Yeah.
I thought you might cotton on to that without
Just
me
drinking
having to be
periods.
quite
But
so explicit.
I think the
But
thing
no.
is, it gives you like this hunter rage. So if you start to go have a little downstairs,
Yeah.
you might go, "Oh, I'm now going to eat you."
Yeah.
So you
it-
have to avoid it at that point unless
Yeah.
you went on a
Well, you have
spree.
to.
Okay, well,
Just
here
have
we go. This is Wikipedia, so it's bound to be right.
Right.
That's unfair.
Wikipedia is
1872, Gothic novella by an Irish author, Sheridan Le Fanu. Early works of vampire fiction, predating Bram Stoker's Dracula by 25 years. First published as a serial, The Dark Blue.
Thank
In a
you
serial, The Dark Blue.
very
She
much.
knows her vampire shit, or at least
Yes.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Is it
As far
Camilla, or
as
did I make up the name?
The lead character is the original prototypical example of the lesbian vampire,
wow,
expressing romantic desires towards the protagonist. The
Okay.
story is often anthologized and has been adapted many times
but I have
into
issues with it.
films. So there you
What?
go, Seth.
You have issues with it.
Only because I don't think it just started with the literature. I think it was like old rumours.
Yeah.
Yeah, of like people like Vlad the Impaler, which
Yeah.
was like 14 something.
Yeah, but his book wasn't written till 25 years after hers. So I imagine that the rumours of her were before him.
Mm.
Do you know?
I'll
I don't
do the
know-
research.
I don't know if people know this, but quite often
I think-
women in history get wiped out
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
removed.
So
and
you are the
actually-
patriarchy.
That's true.
Yeah.
Seth
So,
Martin.
yeah. Stop being
Patriarchal
such
villain.
a toxic masculinity.
No, I'd love it. I love Elizabeth.
He's not all.
I love Elizabeth Bathory and people. Well, I don't because they were really horrible, nasty people, but I like them.
Who?
Elizabeth Bathory.
I don't know who that is.
She was like a torturer, and they called her a vampire. But she was a rich person, and she had loads of. She just had staff going missing all the time.
Was it like slaves? Did she do
Yeah.
it to a slave? Is this what the American Horror Story, one of the seasons, has a bit
I
about?
don't
this
know.
in?
I've not seen it.
The Coven. I think
I
it
should
is.
watch that though.
Yeah, American Horror Story is is a great show.
Yeah. Linda showed me this cool video the other day. She didn't actually show me it, but she explained it really well.
What? You still lie, don't you? To this very day.
No, but now I lie and then I say.
And at least you didn't try and make out whatever you're about to say now is something that you came up with yourself.
Nah,
So,
I will do. I do that. I lie all the time. But I lie just for comedic value now.
Yeah.
And then I will say that was a lie.
Yeah.
A lot of the time. Sometimes I don't. As long as it's... usually if it's so obvious it's a lie, I just let it roll. And then people sometimes don't get that and do think it's real.
Yeah, and that's on them.
Yeah, but Linda she didn't show me. I'm still doing it. She told me about this video of this spider shut in its web like
Wait,
its curtains.
What? Hang on, I don't know if I want to...
It just shuts its web because it's sick of like dealing with the world. So it's like shutting its curtains.
Do you remember the YouTube video of the spiders on drugs?
Oh,
And it
yeah.
was like the crack spider.
Oh, yeah. The webs they made.
Yeah,
the acid spider.
The
and
acid
stuff.
spider, and then like the weed spider just had made like a hammock.
I don't know.
And it went off and it was a piss take.
It was a mistake.
Well,
Yeah.
unless it was based on a real video, but the one I watched was definitely a piss take because then it was like the crack spider and they made the weed spider into a little bitch and like it had like little guns of the spiders. So it definitely.
Oh, I didn't
as
see
far
that.
as I'm aware, that wasn't real.
The one I looked at and saw it was like a real study. It looked like.
Oh shit!
But I don't know if it was. We'll find out.
That
Though.
is what it came from then.
We'll find out and we'll talk about it on the next
Spiders
episode.
on acid.
I think I need to wrap this up because I've got to go on the radio
Oh, you
tonight.
have, yeah. Oh, tell me, Seth. You're
I'm
going
just
on the radio.
I'm going
in
on
a
the
bit.
radio later. Yeah.
What for?
Just talk about some work.
Oh, okay. Don't know why
No,
you're being
just talk-
really sus about this.
Secret.
Yeah. What radio?
I'm going on the live broadcasted radio to be secret. Nah, just talk about some poetry stuff.
Nice. To perform some poems?
Yeah, I've got to. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what radio station? Oh, it doesn't matter. This is going to
Hope
be
FM.
released after. So
Yeah,
don't worry.
this will be gone. But yeah, no, it's just talk about. Someone messaged me and said they like my work and I haven't been doing much lately, but they wanted me to come on and
Nice. Well, enjoy.
enjoy.
And guess I'll see you on the next episode.
So okay, should we try and do the thing
What thing?
like where we do it in sync?
NSYNC.
Thanks for tuning in to Dreams on Toast.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Nice. First
Seamless.
time. Woo.
Seamless. Peace out, dudes.